You are able to see the screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me guys, what is Snowflake? Any idea on that?
Cloud data warehouse tool.
Okay. Others?
It's a cloud technology,
Okay.
software as a service.
Okay. Fine. Let me introduce myself. My name is Shekhar. I have around 50 years of experience. Currently, I'm working as a database architect, and I have expertise in different database technologies like Microsoft SQL Server. There, I worked on the Microsoft SQL Server. I worked on the T-SQL development and I have experience in MSBI, and I have experience in SQL Server performance tuning technologies, and also I have experience in and also I have experience in Oracle, Teradata, and then Snowflake. So this is the high level technical experience. Out of this 15 years of experience, I have around 5 years of experience in on-site experience, worked in the UK for the different customers. So this is about my technical experience. Chala, we'll start. What is Snowflake? See, Snowflake, one second. Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse which is built on top of AWS, on top of Azure, and on top of GCP. So the Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse which is built on top of 3 cloud providers. One is AWS, one is Azure, and one is GCP. We will see why the Snowflake has built on top of these 3 cloud providers. So before going to discuss more details on the Snowflake cloud data warehouse, we will discuss some basics. What is data warehouse? What is traditional data warehouse? Nothing but on-prem servers, on-prem data warehouse, and what is cloud data warehouse, and what are the differences? Fine. See, if you say what is data warehouse means, guys, can you tell me what is data warehouse? What is data warehouse? The word. See, data warehouse is a system where we can load the data from the different sources into the data warehouse, and data warehouse will be having a huge data and historical data. Especially this data warehouse is suitable for the reporting purpose. See, we have two systems. We have a OLTP system and then we have a OLEP system. If you consider the example for the OLTP, online analytical transaction protocol. So example for this OLTP system is like just now I spoken like MS SQL Server, Oracle, DB2, MySQL, etc. So those OLTP system is the transactional databases, transactional relational databases, where you will be having a current transactions in the system. OLAP, online analytical processing. So there, once again, I got any confusion on the abbreviation of OLTP and then OLEP. Once again, OLTP and OLEP abbreviations. See, online analytical processing and then OLTP is the online transaction processing. That's fine. See, This data warehouse is a OLAP. OLAP nothing but a online analytical processing where the data will be stored, huge data in the data warehouse, and it will be having a history of data. It will be having a history of data. This data warehouse is mainly useful for reporting purpose, and the data will be collected from the different data sources. Like either maybe a data source, either maybe from files, either maybe from application, either maybe from OLTP system. So we can load the data into the data warehouses. Suppose let's consider, we will discuss one example. We have a Amazon e-commerce business, which is operating or executing from the different country in the geography. Different country in the geography. Fine. So as Amazon is executing or operating from the different country, uh, so they may be stored based on the geographical comfortable. They may be stored the data into the different data sources. Either in India, they are storing the data in a SQL server for business purpose. In USA, they may be stored data in a Teradata. In UK, they may be storing a Oracle, etc. As the data is available in the different data sources, and they need the data in a centralized data warehouse. Then what they will do? They will collect the data from the different sources, because their business data based on their geographical region, based on their comfortable, they stored into a different data sources, and they need to maintain a data into a centralized data warehouse. Then they will collect a data from the different data sources, and then they will load the data into Snowflake. No, they will load the data into on-prem servers, on-prem data warehouse. This especially comparing to OLTP system. This OLAP system nothing but a online analytical processing, which is a data warehouse, which will be having a capable to store a large volume of data. In coming to the OLTP system, which is a live database, production database, where we can store the current transactions. Maybe it will be have a very less data. Maybe it will be have a 1 or 2 years of data. So we have a limitations in the OLTP system. Then you need to store a history of data. You need to store large volume of data. Then your data warehouse system is the suitable for this. Then, as you have a history of data and the large volume of data in the data warehouses, e-commerce Amazon people want to do the analysis based on their business data. Now they have loaded the data into the centralized data warehouse. Now data is available in a single place. They want to do the analysis based on the year, based on the quarter, based on the product, based on the customer, based on the sales, based on the orders. How many orders are placed in the 2023? How many orders are placed in the 2020? And then they can generate the reports based on the products. How many products are demanding in the 2022? What are the products are demanding in the 2022? Because based on the orders, based on the sales, based on the number of customers, they can able to do the analysis, because they have the history of the data into the data warehouse. They can do the analysis easily by comparing the data, and then finally, based on their business requirement, they can generate the reports on top of your data warehouse. So this is all about the just high level discussion about the data warehouse. Where what is the data warehouse? Coming to the your on-prem servers, what is the meaning of on-prem server? What is the meaning of traditional data warehouse? On-prem data warehouse, what is the meaning of on-prem? On-prem servers, nothing but to maintain your on-prem servers, always you will be having on-prem servers means you will be having always the physical components to maintain your data warehouse in the organizations to store your business data. Always on-prem servers, nothing but always that server will be having physical components to maintain your data warehouse. I will tell you what is the physical components to store your business data into the data warehouse. Suppose let's consider We have a SQL Server database. We have a SSAS in the Microsoft SQL Server, which is a data warehouse in the Microsoft product, where we are going to store the large volume of data into the SQL Server data warehouse. For example, to maintain the SQL Server database, you have to consider so many things, guys. You have to maintain first, you have to buy the SQL Server software. 1 second. I mentioned somewhere. See. So to maintain your on-prem servers, you need to buy a SQL Server software. You need to buy a like storage capacity, storage device, how much storage disk you need, how much storage disk you need to store your business data. You need to buy a hardware resources to maintain your on-prem services. Like hardware resources means what? You need a RAM, you need a CPU, you need a motherboard. And also once you build your on-prem servers into in your organizations to store your business data, we need a multiple database administrators, and then we need a multiple network engineers. Network engineers will take care about your hardware resources. DBA will take care about your SQL Server data warehouse. I will tell you why do we require these many people to maintain your on-prem servers. Let's consider, as we are collecting a data from the different data sources. I will give I have given the example on the SQL Server. I will collect a SSIS ETL tool. My SSIS tool is available in the Microsoft product, SQL Server integration tool. This is a ETL tool. Like that, we have many ETL tools in the market. Talent, Metallion, IICS, DataStage, Informatica, SSIS. So these are some known and then trending and then famous ETL tools in the market. So by connecting the ETL tool by connecting the sources and the targets, so sources are wherever the data is available. If the data is available in the file system, if the data is available in the Oracle system, if the data is available in the Teradata system, then you can connect those data sources. So we can call it as a data source. So data source nothing but from where we are collecting a data. What is the meaning of source? What is the meaning of target system? Target system is the destination system where you are going to store the data. What is the meaning of data source? Data source nothing but from where you are collecting a data. From where you are collecting a data. Fine. So we will collect the data by connecting a ETL tool. So we will connect ETL tool into the different data sources from the. So this is a SQL Server OLTP system. This is a file system. This is application system. We will collect the ETL tool and then load the data into your SQL Server data warehouse. SQL Server data warehouse. Let's consider you have built around storage capacity, storage disk around 1000 TB of storage capacity. Even though if you are not using 1000 terabytes of storage disk, but based on your analysis, based on your capacity, see, based on the number of users are collecting, based on the number of users are generating the report, number of users are loading the data into data warehouse, then you will decide the how much storage capacity we need to build. So based on that, you have built your storage capacity. Let's consider you have started to loading the data into your SQL Server data warehouse by using a ETL tool, and then you have created a ETL batch jobs. What is the meaning of ETL batch jobs? ETL batch jobs nothing but a jobs, number of jobs. Based on the requirement, you have created a number of SQL jobs. What is the meaning of SQL job? SQL job is you are scheduling a particular task to execute or to run in the particular time in a particular day. Once again, I'm telling SQL job. What is the meaning of SQL job? You are creating a task to run the automatically in the particular time in a particular day. So what it will do? It will connect to the source system. Suppose if the data is available in the Oracle, if the data is available in the file, then this ETL tool will connect to your source system, and then you schedule a job to run the particular job in a particular in the morning 6 a.m. Then it will run. Then it will collect the data, and then it will load the data into the SQL Server data warehouse. So regularly, like the data will be loading into the your on-prem data warehouse. One fine morning or one fine day, so this ETL tool will do its own job, or SQL Server job will do its own job as per the schedule. They will start at 6 a.m. They will start to run the 6 a.m. and try to bring the data from the source system and then load the data into the target systems. While running a ETL batch jobs and then loading a data into your on-prem servers, if the storage capacity is full, if the storage capacity is full in the fine morning, then what will happen? If the storage capacity is full, then always this ETL batch jobs will be keep running, and then it will throw the error due to the insufficient storage disk. So in this scenario, we need a DBA, we will get the emails. As a developers, we will get the emails due to the insufficient storage disk. We got an error. Then we will forward this is to, because to increase the storage capacity, we will not be having a control in our control as a developers. Fine. Then we will communicate. We will raise a ticket, and then we will communicate with the DBA team. They need to dig into the issue, and then they will take a decision. They will take the approval. Again, it will take the 2 to 3 days. 2 to 3 days to extend your storage capacity, because there are costs are involved. Suppose if they want to increase the storage capacity, and then they need to invest some cost. For that, they need to get the project level approvals. There are so many things are involved. So like that, if number of users, see, we have designed a your OLTP data warehouse based on assigning how many number of users are connecting to your data warehouse, and then how many people can generate the reports, how many people can load the data into the your on-prem data warehouse. Based on that assumption, we have designed a data warehouse, and then we build the hardware resource also. All of the sudden, if the number of users are increased, concurrent users are connecting multiple time, and then existing hardware resource is not supporting and which is not sufficient, then in this scenario, because if the number of users, we thought that 200 people will be connecting daily, and then 100 people will be loading a data or data ingesting into the on-prem servers, and then some 100 users are generating a reports. So based on those calculations, we have built our hardware resources. If the users are increased and then doing the multiple tasks, then it will respond late as expected. It will late as expected. So what I mean to say, to maintain all these things on-prem servers, to maintain on-prem servers, we have so many challenges. So if the storage disk is not sufficient, hardware resources are not sufficient, we require multiple people to maintain your on-prem servers. You require network engineers, you require database administrators, and then manually you need to monitor every day your on-prem servers. If any issues are available, then you need to take care. If you get any performance optimization issue, then you need to debug into the issue, and then you need to increase the performance of your all the tasks. So as we have so many challenges and then so many difficulties to maintain your business data into the on-prem servers, to overcome that, we have a we have a Snowflake cloud data warehouse. Why? What is the difference? What is the difference? What on-prem data warehouse and then Snowflake cloud data warehouse? As I mentioned, this is a cloud data warehouse. Cloud. What is the meaning of cloud? Just you are using an internet browser, Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer to log in into your Snowflake account. That's it. You no need to buy anything. You no need to manage anything. You no need to maintain anything. Just you need to take a subscription from the Snowflake, and then start using your Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. As I mentioned in the on-prem server, as we have so many things here. So many things you need to take care, you need to maintain, you need to blah blah blah. Again, Microsoft again quarterly once Microsoft is sending some updates. You need to update the patches. For that, you need to take care for the downtime. You need to communicate to the multiple teams that your server will be down for this particular time. You need to update the patches, and then you need to restart the server. Again, you need to up and run the system, and then you need to communicate to the people the server is available, etc. You have so many things in the on-prem server space, so many headaches, so many hurdles, so many challenges. To overcome that only we have a Snowflake Cloud Database. Here just you need to take a subscription from the Snowflake company and then start using your Snowflake Cloud Database. You no need to install anything. You no need to install anything, guys, in the your machines. Just you will take a subscription from the Snowflake company. But as a students, as a in course, we will create a Snowflake trial version of we will create a free trial version. We will create a free trial version account. We will create a free trial version account. It will be available for the 30 days. Just if you require only web browser, either a Chrome, either a Microsoft Edge, IE, etc. Just you will log in into you will use the web browser and then log in into the your Snowflake account. That's why the Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse which is built on top of these three cloud products that I will tell you what is the meaning. And then Snowflake can be called as a software as a service, SaaS. Why we are calling it as a software as a service? See here, there is no hardware to install, configure, or manage the servers. There is virtually no software to install, configure, or manage. Ongoing maintenance, management, upgrades, and tuning are handled by Snowflake only, not by your organization. If you see in the on-prem servers, entire thing piece by piece, block by block, component to component, task by task, everything our organization need to take care. And for every resources, your organization need to pay for the thing, because all 365 days it will be up and run. If you want to stop the servers, manually you need to stop the servers. Until manually you stop the servers, it will always up and run. Whenever the servers will be up and down, it will utilize all the resources. Whenever all the resources are utilized, always the costs are involved. Costs will be increased, cost will be more. Unnecessarily you need to pay. Suppose if you are not working in your team or your project, your organization is not working in the Saturday, then you need to, if the servers are not down, servers are not stopped, then the servers will be up and run on Saturday also. Whenever they are up and run, the servers will be utilizing the resources. Whenever the servers are utilizing the resources, then costs are involved. We have so many headaches in the on-prem servers. To overcome that, so we have a Snowflake Cloud Database. We don't need to do anything, guys. We don't need to do anything. Just you need to take a subscription from the. We need to take a subscription from the Snowflake, and then start using your Snowflake cloud database. Hence, as I mentioned, see, you don't need to buy any hardware, you don't need to buy any install, you don't need to install anything, you don't need to manage anything, you don't need to upgrade anything, you don't need to tune specifically. Almost all the Snowflake architecture has designed in such a way that automatically it will take care that all the tasks will be performed in a optimized way. So that's why this can be called as a software as a services, can be called as a Snowflake Cloud Database can be called as a software as a services. And this Snowflake Cloud Database is suitable for the different business requirements. Different business requirements. One organization may use for the business intelligence. One organization may use for the application development. Another organization may use for the reporting purpose. Another organization may using for the data scientists, etc. See, this Snowflake Cloud Database will support, or you can utilize for your n number of ways, for your n number of purposes, because this Snowflake has such a great and then beautiful great and then beautiful features in the Snowflake, and which is very comfortable tool, and then very user friendly, and then it is there is no much complex, and the Snowflake Cloud Database will support the all the suppose Oracle SQL, you are from Oracle SQL, or you are from a SQL Server SQL, or you are from a Teradata SQL, almost all 90% of the all the product SQL, this Snowflake will be supporting. Snowflake will supporting. So this is about the how much is cost of the subscription. In our class, how we are doing the practice. Sandeep, I will give you enough time for the general queries after completion of the discussion. We will just make a note down your question. We will discuss after the this discussion. Fine. So this is about the what is the meaning of data warehouse, what is the meaning of traditional data warehouse, what is the meaning of cloud data warehouse, and then what is the difference between the traditional data warehouse and then cloud data warehouse. Cloud data warehouse and then traditional data warehouse. Now we'll see what are the some great features which are available in the Snowflake. Why we need to migrate into the Snowflake cloud data warehouse. What are the beauties? What are the capacity we have in the Snowflake cloud data warehouse? Let's see. See, we have so I have mentioned and then I have highlighted the couple of great features. Still, apart from this, we have a very good features in the Snowflake. We have a more very good features in the Snowflake cloud data. Let's see one by one. First one is great performance and then scalability. I will tell you why this Snowflake will be having a great performance. The Snowflake has designed the architecture in such a way that automatically it will take care the as part of performance improvement, because whenever you load the data into the Snowflake, the data will be stored in a micro partitions. Those things under architecture level we will discuss in next session, uncompressed format and then column format. By utilizing this architecture, you can able to see the random performance improvement in the all the tasks. And then see in Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse, you no need to take care of any hardware resources, because see, storage capacity and then hardware resources. In on-prem servers, if the storage capacity is full, then manually you need to increase. In Snowflake, not like that. No. Whenever you load the data into the Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse, automatically based on your data volume, data size or huge data, based on that automatically the storage capacity will be increased. You no need to do anything, just you are loading it today 10 TB of data, yes, it will accept. Tomorrow you are loading it 20 TB of data, yes, it will accept. Tomorrow, by overall across the globe, around some 200 users maximum, they are trying to load in the data around 100 TB of data, yes, it will accept. There is no limitations on your storage locations. There is no constraints on your storage locations. Whatever we are processing a data into the Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse, it will accept and then it will increase its storage capacity, storage location based on the requirement. Unlike your traditional data warehouse, it will not stop the process or it will not throw the error on your process automatically. That's what this is a cloud data warehouse. And also comparing to the hardware resources, here hardware resources also, it will not see based on your processes, based on the requests, automatically the hardware resources are increased automatically. So in our on-prem servers, once we define, then they are insufficient, we identified that they are insufficient, manually you need to increase. In the Snowflake Cloud Data, there is no concept like that. We have a hardware resources based on the number of requests are available in the pipeline or a queue. Suppose some concurrent users are connecting to your cloud data warehouse. I am submitting a your request. You are submitting a data load. Another is executing as a meteor batch job. So based on their the number of requests, automatically the Snowflake will take care and then increase the hardware capacity and then finish the task within a time. It will not stop. And also suppose Yes. See, this Snowflake cloud database has a capacity to increase the hardware resources based on the request. You no need to manually increase the hardware capacity, and it will not stop for the any reason. If the requests are more, then it will increase the hardware resources. If requests are normal, then it will work as per the defined system. So that's why you can able to see the very good performance in the all the tasks. Yeah, Sandeep raised a hand. Sandeep, tell me, Sandeep.
See, what I understand is we need to buy some subscription to get.
That's it, Sandeep, just allow me a little bit time. After the session, I will give you enough time. We will discuss general questions. Fine.
But I because this is related to the same topic, so I can't ask any question in between because it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
conversation. I have
Tell me,
to
Sandeep. What is
ask
your question?
questions then.
Yeah, what is your question?
So tell me, like, if we buy some RAM, like some 10 GB, let's say we have buy in as a part of subscription, and we are loading heavy data, then if the performance goes down, we need to buy in more RAM, right? So we have to pay to Snowflakes or
That
how?
is what that is what I am about to discuss. So we have a virtual compute warehouse concept. This is a hardware resource in the Snowflake that about to discuss about that. So there you will get all the details.
Okay.
There you will get all the details. Just a little bit, allow a little bit time so that I can cover all the things. After that, still we have some gaps, then we can discuss that.
Okay.
Fine. Just allow me a little bit time, Sandeep. See now, scalability. Scalability means what? See here, this is very much important concept in the Snowflake. See, whatever we are going to work, we are going to pay for that. Unlike in a traditional database, we don't need to buy well in advance. We don't need to spend, and we don't need to use the utilizers always. We don't need to use the resources always. Suppose we are working in a only working days in a week. We are working only from the Monday to Friday, and then we are working only 8 hours. Then we are going to pay for that only, not for the entire week, not for the entire month, not for the entire year. Suppose you are working only 4 hours per day, then you are going to pay for the only 4 hours. You are working for only 8 hours for the day, then you are going to pay for the 8 hours. You are working only for the Monday to Friday, then you are going to pay for the only those 5 days only, not like all the entire week, not like all the 365 days. Because there is a future in the Snowflake. Whenever you stopped, whenever you logged off your system, your session, automatically after completion of the 10 minutes, automatically it will go into the suspension mode. There are settings in the Snowflake. Suppose you logged off your system and then your session is completed. After completion of 10 minutes, automatically your Snowflake will go into the suspension mode. Whenever the session is going into the suspension mode, it will stop to cast on your Snowflake services. So that is a beauty, that is a scalability. We are going to pay whatever we are going to use. That's it. We are not going to pay well in advance. We are not going to pay for the entire week or entire month or entire year. So that is a scalability. What is a zero management? I told you already. You no need to increase the storage capacity. You no need to increase the hardware capacity. So based on the requirement, it will automatically increase. Automatically it will increase. You no need to involve. So there are no much people to maintain your. There are no more people to maintain your Snowflake cloud data warehouse. On behalf of your organization, Snowflake will take care, because see, users are connecting, they are loading. So the storage capacity will be provided. There are number of requests are executing. Number of requests are executing. So based on that, hardware capacity will be increased. You no need to increase manually. That I will tell you how. Convenient pricing. As I mentioned here in scalability, whatever we are going to use, for that only you are going to pay. That is a convenient pricing. Not you are not going to pay for the monthly. We are not going to pay for the entire month or entire year. You are using, even though you are paying monthly, then you are going to pay. So how many hours? So how many resources you have utilized? What is the storage capacity you have utilized? What is the hardware resource you are utilized? So based on that, you are going to pay. That's it. And then what is virtual compute warehouse? As I mentioned, So this is the hardware resource. This is the hardware resource in the Snowflake. This is like this is virtual compute warehouse is one of the object in the Snowflake, one of the object in the Snowflake. How we are going to create a table, how we are going to create a schema, how we are going to create a database. Like that, you are going to create a virtual compute warehouse in the Snowflake. And then while creating a virtual compute warehouse, then you are defining a different sizes of your, based on your requirements. See, there you will define hardware resources. Here you will define virtual compute warehouse size with the different size and then different clusters. So whenever you define this virtual compute warehouse with the differences, that I will show you what are the different options are available, how it looks like, how we can create everything. I will show you. For now, just understand that. For now, understand this virtual compute warehouse is the hardware resource to your Snowflake environment. Once you define this, it will take care automatically. This is not a physical component. This is also one of the object which is available in the Snowflake environment. Without this virtual compute warehouse, you can't able to perform any task in the Snowflake. Once you define this, and then based on your number of requests, based on your number of tasks, automatically it will take care. So because you have defined the virtual warehouse size, and then you have defined the number of clusters within the virtual warehouse, and while performing any ETL operations, if there are two options in the virtual compute warehouse, which is a hardware resource, there are two options. You are running a tasks, you identified that existing virtual compute warehouse is not sufficient. On the fly, without stopping any request, without disturbing any request, you can able to switch one size to another size, and then you can complete the task within a time. This is one option. Manually you can increase. You have another second option. You can define this virtual compute warehouse to take care automatically based on the number of requests. If today the number of requests are more, then automatically virtual warehouse size can be increased. If the requests are common or regular, then existing virtual warehouse will be utilized and the task will be completed. So this just we will create this virtual compute warehouse by defining clusters, by defining a virtual warehouse size. Once we define that, without this virtual warehouse, you can't able to perform any task in the Snowflake. Fine. So this is like one of the object that we will discuss that. So you can create a multiple. See there in the traditional data warehouse. Once you define your hardware resources, 1 second, guys. So there once we build that hardware resources, or suppose all the projects in your organization, they can share the same hardware resources. If we have 20 projects, then 20 projects will utilize the same hardware resources in the on-prem servers. Here not like that. So we can define a multiple virtual warehouse, and then we can use the independent virtual warehouse based on the projects. That we will discuss in detail in the further sessions on the virtual compute warehouse. And next feature, what is this recover Snowflake object using undrop? Suppose, let's consider, guys, suppose if general traditional data warehouse, if any object is deleted from your data warehouse, if schema is deleted, or the object or table is deleted, or database is deleted. So usually what we will do, so if the objects are deleted, then we will identify the latest backup from your backup devices, and then we will restore that deleted object into your data warehouse. For this, there are multiple steps. Again, DB need to involve, and then they need to identify. It will take time. In case of a Snowflake, you have just undrop statement. Using how you are going to write select star from table. Like that, you have undrop table name, undrop doc, undrop database name, undrop schema name. So if you perform that, if you execute that, within the second you can able to restore the deleted object. So that is a feature we have in the Snowflake. That is a new feature. What is this object cloning? Suppose let's consider you need to develop something. Your database is available in the production database, and you need to restore copy of the production database into the lower environments like dev environment or QA environment or UAT environment. So for that, what you will do? You will approach to the DBA team, and then you will raise a request, and then you will ask them to take the backup of production database, copy of the production database, and restore it to the lower environments. So here in the Snowflake, you don't need to do all these things. Just using a cloning keyword, clone the existing object into the new object. So with you can able to do within the 2 minutes. So they have simplified. Snowflake has simplified. So you can able to perform. You can able to clone the objects anywhere you want, wherever you want. So instead of doing a backup and restore those things and all, just you can clone and then you can restore the object and then start using those objects. Semi-structured data. Rather than your regular data, then it will also support the semi-structured data like XML and then JSON data to process into the Snowflake cloud data warehouse. Next, continuous data production and then time travel, which is a very much important in the Snowflake. Guys, this is a good feature actually. Suppose let's consider you have a table, you have millions of records. You have a table and then you have millions of records. Unfortunately, while developing something, few records are modified or deleted. Few records are deleted or modified. But after the data validation, so you came to know that we have missed some conditions due to that. So more data is deleted or modified. Then how do we do? Then now using a time travel concept in Snowflake, each and every table will be maintained the history of the table. Each and every table will maintain the history of the table. By going back to the history of the table, and then by using this time travel concept, immediately we can bring back the original data and then restore into the your table. There is no concept of DB and then there is no concept of digging into the backups, those things. No, simple. You have a time travel concept, you can query that, and then you can bring the original data, restore into the original table. This is a matter of 2 minutes. That's it. And then what about this change data capture and then using streams and then tasks. So this is to load the incremental data. This is data sharing is one of the new feature they have introduced. This is a new concept, data sharing. Instead of sharing the data into the external devices like spreadsheets and then placing it in the shared location, no. They have introduced the data sharing. Just you will give the access in your Snowflake account itself on the particular table, so that other user can able to access the tables by using this data sharing concept. This is a new concept in the data warehouse world. This snowpipe is one of the new feature in the, like, you will automate everything. Your data loading, your data loading will be automated everything. It will take care. That we will see. We will create and then we will discuss everything one by one. So these are the some high level discussion on the features. So this is my course content. This is my course content. So I am going to target this course by 30 to 35 classes. Prerequisite for this course is, if you have a SQL knowledge, then it will be added advantage case. It will become easy. You can able to learn quickly. If you don't have a SQL knowledge you don't have any SQL knowledge, and then as part of our training, then we are going to provide a required SQL knowledge, not completely. Again, if I want to provide a complete SQL knowledge, then it will take 1 more month. No, whatever we require, then I'm going to provide the SQL knowledge. But if you have a SQL knowledge, then it will be added advantage. After completion of the course, then we are also going to discuss how the interview questions are looks like, how the interview questions are asking in the market, how we need to prepare the resume, and how we need to prepare the roles and mention the roles and responsibilities, and also how will be the project requirement, how we are getting project requirement, how we need to work. So those things and all we are going to discuss in the sessions after completion of the course, and then I will help you to prepare end-to-end things, to prepare the interview questions and to prepare the answers, to prepare the resume, to prepare the some project points and roles and responsibilities. Everything I am going to provide on top of this course content. Fine. Then how is the career opportunities on the Snowflake? So nowadays this Snowflake is trending, guys. The projects are migrating. So you have a very good openings in the market, and then you will get the very good package on the Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse compared to other data warehouse. Snowflake data ops deployment, that we will discuss after completion of this course. So next, what are the certifications we have? Once we complete the course, then you can able to attempt for the Snowflake core certification, Snowflake core certifications. These are the advanced certifications. Once you get the experience, you can attempt for the advanced certification. And then what are the roles and responsibilities? You will be working on the migration projects, data loading. You will migrate from on-prem servers into Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse, and then you will migrating a SQL Server code into example. SQL Server is an on-prem server code into. Just I am giving a high-level introduction, guys. If you want to discuss in detail, again I may record 1 more hour. This is not just I am giving a high-level things how we are going to perform. What is the roles and responsibilities? We are migrating a data from your on-prem servers into Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. There you will be working on, and you are migrating a code from this on-prem into your Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. There you will be working on that migrating part. And what are the opportunities in the market based on the Snowflake development? So you have a Snowflake developer, Snowflake data engineer, cloud data warehouse engineer, data analyst, and then data scientist. Once we learn the course here, once we complete all the sessions, then you can able to apply the jobs for all these jobs. So this is about today's discussion, guys. Now let me know if you have any questions. You can unmute your mic and then talk instead of writing a questions in the messages. Just you can unmute your mics and then start your asking the questions.
How about project?
Project, see, I will explain the what. So as part of the regular sessions, whatever we are going to perform, the activities in the projects, those things only I am going to perform and then explain. The project explanation is means then so getting the project is difficult. Then how we are going to? But I will explain all the project's requirements, and then whatever we are going to cover the scenario daily, we are going to do all these things and all.
I'm asking with respect how we can survive after getting the job. At
That's
least
what
we have some project idea, so definitely we'll not face issues soon after getting into the job.
That is what we are going to discuss daily. Whatever the requirement. Suppose let's consider what is your background.
Yeah, PLC.
PLC, what you will do? PLC, you will write a stored procedure, you will write a triggers, you will write a cursors, you will write you will write a subqueries, you will write a views. So if you discuss on that, then that is not enough. So like that, whatever we see, I can't give the fake promises. People will give fake promises that I am going to cover a project. I am going to give the projects. Then no institute will give the project.
Okay.
No institute will give the project. They are saying they will give the project, then that is a fake promise. Because from where they will bring the project. See, I can't give the open source code, right?
No, it's like any existing project to get some idea.
That is what I am telling. So based on that, I will give the end-to-end knowledge. If you ask me the particularly project means, then I can't give the fake promise. Existing, yes. Based on that existing only, we are going to cover all the sessions based on the project requirements.
Okay.
After completion of the complete session, then we are going to discuss on the project requirements, how will be the project requirements, how we are going to work, what we are going to work, those things and also.
Okay. Any other tools along with this, like DBT, some other tools?
No. So we are going to, this is a Snowflake development course, then we are going to focus on Snowflake things.
Like I heard along with Snowflake, some other tools also required. Is it correct?
Not required. If you learn ETL Medallion tool, then that will be helpful.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Others?
Which ETL tool will be preferable?
I told na Medallion or Talent.
Okay, Talent. Actually, I have previous experience with Talent. So it will be
That's right. If you have experience on Talent and then Material, then that is easy, and then it will be added advantage if you have a ETL experience.
okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Others? Others, any questions? Any questions, guys?
Is it required to have any Snowflake experience? How about from any other domain?
No, that's right. If you have a SQL knowledge, then it will be added advantage.
SQL experience?
SQL knowledge.
Or SQL knowledge. Okay. Is that the only requirement or any other?
No, that is enough.
Okay. Basically, if anybody is coming from a Java background.
So that's what that is doesn't matter. If you have a SQL knowledge, then that is enough for us.
Okay. And how long is the course?
Around 35 sessions.
35. Okay.
Daily it will be 1 hour. So today is the first session. Then so from tomorrow we will start again with the same 5:30 a.m. It will be 1 hour.
Every day.
Every day, correct.
Okay. Is there any certification after this that
Yeah,
we
that's
can?
what after completion of this course, you can able to try for the Snow Pro course certification.
Okay.
So Shekhar, how this Snowflake is different than, let's say, other technologies? If I talk about data fabric, so there also similar capabilities there, wherein we can get to connect to different heterogeneous sources, playing with unstructured data, and basically fast performance and all these things and features are there in data fabric as well. So my question is how this Snowflake is different than, let's say, Azure Data Fabric or other technologies we do have.
That's what the architecture is different comparing to other cloud data. Here they have complete. We will discuss tomorrow architecture. There you will come to know how this is different than other cloud databases. So we have so many differences actually.
Okay, and then like any cloud we have, right? We basically different subscription are getting different accesses to different services. So when we enroll to this class, are we gonna leverage all the services offered by Snowflake, or we will be focusing on a data related services as a part of this class?
So as part of this class, then we are going to focus on the Snowflake only.
Entire Snowflake, you mean?
Entire
So
Snowflake
we will
entities.
touch base. That is what is there in the Snowflake, right?
Yes. And we will connect to the AWS system.
So when you are saying we'll be connecting, means we'll be pulling and pushing the data into AWS.
Correct. From the AWS.
Okay.
Others.
Shekhar, question. So in terms of the positions, I know you have mentioned different job profiles that can be applied, but as part of this course, does it cover all of these roles?
Yeah, as part of this course, then it will be yeah, we are focusing on this Snowflake development. If you focus on all these things, you can able to survey with the whatever I mentioned here, data analyst or data scientist, that will cover.
Okay, but administrator or
No, so that I need to remove. Administrator and the architect, it will not cover. That I need to remove.
okay, the rest of all the roles it
The
covers.
rest of the other roles you can cover once we cover with the sessions.
Okay, and how efficiently can we apply for these roles at the end of the session?
That's what. After completion of the session, then you need to do the more practice and then becoming comfortable on all the topics whatever we have discussed. Once everything is comfortable, then you can start then applying the jobs in the market. You may need required at least 1 or 2 months after completion of the course to prepare the things, practice the things.
Okay.
So I'm coming from SQL background. So
Mm-hmm.
what I understand is basically data scientist or data analyst or any SQL developer. Basically, that knowledge will be carried over in this basically this in this learning. But I think Snowflake's administrator or Snowflake data architect is something in detail that we would like to learn, because otherwise data analysis.
That is what Snowflake administrator is completely different. That I need to remove this one. Snowflake architect is also advanced level. Once you get the experience on the Snowflake development, then only we can go with the Snowflake architect. This is my mistake. I need to remove these 2 points. So we are discussing on the development. We are discussing on the development concepts, not an administrator concepts.
Can you briefly describe what are the difference like Snowflake developer, data engineer?
See, Snowflake developer and then data engineer. Data engineer what? Data engineer, 1 second. 1 second here. Cloud ETL. 1 second, please. I mentioned the slide very clearly. Where is this? I will give you exact times by tomorrow, guys. So what Snowflake engineer, Snowflake data science, and then what is data analyst, Snowflake analyst. Exactly, I have prepared somewhere the points. I will give you by tomorrow.
Sure.
Yeah, I prepared somewhere all the points, the differences. I will give you.
Fine, class are from Monday to Friday only, right? Or Saturday also?
Sometimes we will be having a Saturday. Then if I'm planning for a Saturday, then I will inform you well in advance, guys.
Okay.
So Shekhar, like I have I know decent experience into SQL ETL part, and even I'm little bit aware with the parallel computing, or let's say cluster, and how we are storing data into file and dealing with the semi-structured data. So if I enroll for this class, it's gonna be just introductory class, or it is kind of very detailed sessions we are conducting. My point is I should not be landed into something that I could have explored over an internet, or else I be looking for any advanced Salesforce thing. I mean, that is where my confusion is right now.
So this is for the advanced concepts only.
Yeah, so basically if we complete this session, we should be prepared, and we should.
That is what I told already. I mentioned this point. Any other questions, guys? So we are crossing our time. If you don't have any questions, then we will wind up the session. Again, we will meet same by tomorrow 5:30 a.m. Srinivas, you want to ask something?
Yeah, nothing. Thank you so much.
No, you have any questions, Srinivas?
No, nothing.
Okay. Others. Any other open questions? I can able to see Bilpa, Ganesh, Mallikarjun, and
Sir,
Sati.
7 a.m. batch is merged with 6 p.m. 6 a.m. batch, right?
7 a.m. batch is merged with 6 a.m. batch. That we will discuss offline.
Okay, sir.
But in future, there won't be any change in the timings, right?
No.
Continuing from 5:30 to 6:30, right?
Correct.
Will these sessions be recorded? So if we are missing any sessions.
Yeah, sessions will be recorded. You will get the daily recording sessions.
Okay. And will there be any kind of like an exercises as part of the sessions?
That I will give you.
Okay.
Fine, guys. Then we will meet tomorrow at same 5:30 a.m. Is that fine?
Yeah, the classes continues from 5:30 to 6:30 only. There is no change, right?
There is no change.
Okay. I mean, in future also.
In future also.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this access to the recordings is forever or only for 6 months?
6 months, I guess.
Okay, and will you be providing the different documentation and study material?
That I will be
their
providing.
certifications.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, notes from the class is fine, but any additional notes from certification point of view, will you be providing?
See, daily I'm going to provide. There is no additional documentation or things. As part of the session, I'm going to provide the material daily. Fine. Chalo guys, then we will meet by tomorrow.
Yeah,
Fine.
thank you. Thanks,
Sure.
everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Have a nice day. We will meet by tomorrow, 5:30 AM.